Good morning everyone, my name is Ken. Today I'm very happy and feel honored to present my ideas to you guys. So the following presentation is contained field of my conceptual project ideas, and to be honest they are quite in the preliminary stage at the moment. So it is my honor to have your feedback for developing and polishing my final ideas. So okay, we don't have much time, so let's get down to the business straight away. Alright, first thing first, here comes the hook. So, have you ever imagined that you were the only person alive who survived in the world? And then suddenly you noticed that there is another survivor in the world, but you two may never have the chance to meet together face to face. How do you feel? What do you feel? Will you get terrified, lonely, or happy instead? And then here comes the very simple logline. Two post-disaster survivors, once on Earth, once in space, their lives connected by sudden. What a beautiful story, I suppose. Okay, so you can see here's my synopsis, but you don't need to read through it. Let me explain to you. In case of the time limitations, I will speed run my speech here. So basically, in the near future, the survivor living in a post-disaster world which human civilization is gone, was destroyed. One day, the survivor discovered a communication device which can make communications to the lonely astronaut who is also survived from the disaster in an abandoned space station. They come across to each other live through sharing their daily life, something like that, experience. But one day, the astronaut noticed that the space station is going to fall into Earth's atmosphere. The only one who can help is the survivor who live on Earth by following series of instructions to keep the space station become safe or back on track, back on the orbit, whatever it is. So this is the basic storyline. And then at the moment, there have a few endings in my mind. Not yet decided that using which one for for the final endings, but we don't talk about that in here. So actually, there is a chance that my project could become a interactive animations, which is, giving the audience an opportunity or the ability to make choice to change the story. Okay, director's visions. So for the style, I'm planning to make an animation with some depth in it, meanwhile contain some humor elements in it. And then for the approach, I'm going to use 3D engines to create a story world and one of the character. Meanwhile, using 2D engines to create another characters, if possible. So what I'm planning for is to produce a mixture, a combination of different visual effects, bring new type of visual enjoyment to audience. So it's just like the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2018. For the tones, blue should be the main tones to show loneliness, but it depends on the situation and different scenes. And then for the theme, as I mentioned it, half humor, dystopia, I think. For inspirations, it's come from my previous works, and I will show a little bit of what they are in the teaser section. Yes, I am undergoing with a number of research, of course, involve production techniques and psychological world, because building up and developing some depth content isn't an easy job. And by the way, I'm planning and going to use Blender as main engines to make animations. But I won't limit myself for using different tools at the moment. So here comes the teaser. These are my previous work that I have done by using 3D engines. The one on the left hand side cost me around 4 weeks to do it by using Unreal Engine 4, because that is the first time that I've touched 3D engine. And then the second one, the right hand side one, cost me only within 2 weeks using Unity. Although they both are first person experience game, but making animations movie is actually easier in my experience. So that's it, a recap. A 3D plus 2D animation set telling a lonely story with humanity topics. And that's it. Whether you find me or not, just take my business card. By the way, I'm free, no budget required. So here's my biblio shit, just skip it. That's it. Many thanks for your participation. Stay safe and stay tuned, I suppose.